Hi, my name's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. You can find me on Instagram at Nicole Makes Plans, and you can find my blog at NicoleMakesPlans.com. Today I wanted to do a flip through of my bullet journal. I've been using this one since January of this year up to now, although I did take a break, and you'll see that. I got this sticker from Etsy, and if you have any questions about it, just let me know. Not too much decoration so far. Maybe I will decorate it more as we go through the year. So to begin, I read The Bullet Journal Method, the book by Ryder Carroll, at the end of 2021. Before that, I was in and out of a few different planners last year, but it really influenced me to go back to just like really pretty basic bullet journaling. Definitely use some like colors and some sticker and washi here and there, but not a whole lot, so pretty minimal for me. I just have some lists at the front, a sticker I plan to use here soon, maybe on the next journal, but we'll see how that goes. And also this is a large dot grid Moleskine. I got it at Barnes & Noble's, but you can definitely get it at a lot of different stores, including like Amazon, and I think Target has some too. On this, I just kind of like put some sticky notes in case I need them. I had a few blank pages, so I just wanted a place to refer back to those so I can use them up. This is my key. So for incomplete but planned tasks, I was not really putting a dot. I was just kind of leaving the space blank. For completed tasks, I do like cross it out. For a completed but unplanned task, I just do a check mark. For notes, I do a dash. For scheduling, I do an arrow to the left. For migrating, I do an arrow to the right. For my horoscope, I use a star. I actually don't really use these too much. I was doing something with like a heart if I love something, a plus sign if it was journaling to like add more. Again, don't really use those. And I've thought about doing something about IP in progress or like a box for a work task. I saw that on YouTube somewhere. But again, not using these for much yet, if at all. I did kind of write down how many boxes or dots are across and vertical and horizontal on the page so I can kind of plan out spacing a little bit. This is just a quote from the Bullet Journal Instagram. It says, "It's not about migrating everything you didn't get done. It's about learning from your experience to see if those open tasks matter anymore." And I really like that. And then I wrote down some goals just about, I want to be better about meal planning. I want to keep up with Nicole Makes Plans, the Instagram, blog, YouTube, Pinterest maybe. And then I have 2 Etsy shops. One is more active than the other, but making sure I'm like keeping up with those. Didn't really use the first page because it's kind of like glued to this kind of cardstock page. I did start an index, but I don't really use it, so I haven't really updated it lately. And I don't really plan to. I think in my next bullet journal, I'm not even going to bother using an index. If I need to refer back to something, I usually just use tabs. And right now I'm using these Post-it tabs. They're just really light. I left this page blank for more indexing. This is my future log. I left just like a little bit of space for some like really high level events each month. Although I'm kind of like out of things for November, but I don't think I'll need too much more there, but I might be in a different journal by then anyway. Or might be, definitely will be. And as I go, I highlight things that are already done. This is just a reminder about when I need to get an oil change. I have some reminders of like credit card rewards that I have them on stickies to move around, but I really am just gonna leave them there. This is my January monthly, just to-dos on this side, high level events on this side, Before, when I used the bullet journal, I really struggled with the monthly setup, the way Writer Carol has it. But after reading the book and seeing other people use it, it makes more sense to just put a few events for the month and not necessarily every little thing that's going to happen. I use my weeklies and dailies for that anyway, and even my Google Calendar, so that's kind of why that looks that way. I was using stamps and then I stopped, but I am thinking about doing that again, so we will see. When I do my monthly layout, I do kind of mark off by weeks, when the week starts, when it ends, just so I have like an overview of like chunks. I think that also kind of helped me with the monthly. It was kind of like intimidating to just like look at all these numbers and be like, what the heck is this? But it feels more organized to me to mark out each week. And then I put the week number on this side. At first, I was really feeling like I needed a monthly like this, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I didn't do it in February or March. I think I like the look of it, but it's not something I ever refer to, unlike this monthly, where I was kind of like marking off stuff as I did it or migrating tasks and stuff like that. So here are my dailies. This is actually back planning from, I started my bullet journal in a Leuchtturm, same size. It was also dot grid, but I didn't like it. The paper felt really rough to me, so I just switched to a Moleskine, and I really like this paper. It's pretty light, and it does do some like ghosting, but after using Astrology, like it doesn't make a difference to me anymore. I used to really hate ghosting, and I used to go for thicker paper, but now I really like the thin paper and the ghosting. This is the first week of this year. Again, some more back planning, but again, I wanted all of the information in one place. And if you guys have any questions, definitely comment below. I can talk about it in a different video or in the comments or on Instagram, on my blog, whatever works best. This is the second week. It used more Tombow, and I tried to put the Tombow color in the corner, so I had that to refer back to. And sometimes I will use sticky notes just to really jump out at me. Sometimes I was running into this situation where like I would have a 3-day weekend coming up, but by the time it was like in the middle of the week, I wasn't even thinking about it, and then it'd be Friday and I'd be like, oh, I have a 3-day weekend, I should do something with this time. And I was just like not planning ahead, so I'm starting to do that so I can have some time to figure out what I'm going to do on long weekends. And I do some journaling in here, not a whole lot, but that's something about the bullet journal I like, is that it's flexible enough that I can journal if I want to, but don't have to every day if I don't want to. And I like how this is filled up. Seems like sometimes when I use notebooks, it just like doesn't get filled up, but like it's nice to have this as like a reward of like a full, almost full notebook. Hopefully I'll finish it this month, I think. So this is the February monthly. Again, marking off the weeks here, segmenting the month by week, doing really high level events, not every little thing. Still using the stamps, to-dos on this side, and migrating them if I needed to, and highlighting them if I completed them. And I kept this post-it here because, like, in the beginning of the week, we knew this really big snow was going to come, and I was like, is it really going to be that much? But actually, like, my work, we worked from home for 2 days because it was so, like, the roads were so bad. So I kept that there just because that was like a big snow. I have other planners that I'm probably going to flip through soon. So like Happy Planner, Passion Planner, other bullet journals. What else have I used? Stology, Hobonichi Weeks. I think that's it. So if you guys are interested in certain ones, less interested in others, I can do the most interesting ones first if you want. So just comment if you're interested in any of those. Again, another 3-day weekend that I was like, let me remember that I have a 3-day weekend so I can plan out my tasks accordingly. And sometimes I use these Post-its if like there's something weird with work, like I have to be there early on a certain day or something like that. And I had this weird gaping thing happening in this book, which like later I think is one of the reasons I left this notebook for a little bit, because I was like, is this going to keep happening? Is this book going to fall apart? Like, that's so annoying. But maybe it's just this notebook. I'm not really sure. We'll kind of see how my next Moleskine goes. I actually already bought one, so I'm ready to hop into it whenever that happens. But yeah, this is kind of strange, but it's okay. The rest of the book's okay. It's not falling apart. This is my March monthly, still using stamps, to-dos on this side, highlighting them as I go, although I missed highlighting a couple of them. Weeks of the month, sectioning them off Monday through Sunday. And toward the end of this month is when I hopped out of this notebook, so that's why some of this stuff isn't highlighted, but it was actually done. And I'll flip through that notebook later. And if I'm going too fast, let me know if you'd like a faster flip through or slower flip through. I can try to do that in the future. Tried to do a tracker here, but I hated it, of like YouTube videos and like when I was posting, but I don't really like the way it turned out. I think I'm going to do something different there. And I think this is the beginning of the last week I was in here. So this was where I switched to Astology, really wanted to go back to that type of paper, and I love the B6 size, which is a little bit smaller than this A5 size. This is like 5 by 8, 5 inches by 8 inches, whereas the Astology I think is like 4 by 7 maybe, or 4 by 6. So I wanted to hop back in there. I just needed a change, was getting sick of this, wanted to use stickers and washi more, and didn't feel like this was the place to do it. So I switched to that for 3 weeks maybe. And then I didn't like that anymore. Started a Hobonichi Weeks regular. Didn't really like that, and then hopped back in here. I was going to redo my future plan, and I still might, but I left these pages blank, so we'll see what I do with it. This is my April monthly. Even though I just hopped into it for the last 2 weeks, really, I still set up the whole month. On this side, I put my YouTube videos and like when I was going to post and film them. So that's kind of like how this corresponds. Next time, I might put the date on both sides of the page. We'll see what I do for May, but this is how this looks for April. And then this is this week, a little crazier. Certain things I just like didn't really want to write down in this planner, and I might migrate them, so I might pick them up and take them to the next week just on the sticky note. That is kind of what this looks like so far this week. I did set up this like vertical weekly because I like to do time blocking in my Google Calendar, and I was trying to figure out if I can do that on paper. But like Google Calendar, you can move stuff around and it's not messy, whereas this, I'd have to like cross stuff off. So not sure if this worked, but I think I'm glad I like got it out of my system and wrote it down. And that is today. So with my tabs, just to kind of review, this is for my future log, this is for my monthly log, this is for my weekly log, this is for the daily log, and I left this blue one for this kind of weekly. I had it kind of on my blank pages right here, just to refer back to, like quickly flip to them, get them used up, and move on to my journal. So we'll see where that blue tab goes. But yeah, if you like this video, remember to like it. Comment below if you have any questions or have any requests for other types of videos, weekly plans with me, monthly plan with me, flipping through old notebooks and planners. Subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content, and hit the notification bell if you want to know when I post my next video. It's not always on the same day. You can follow me on Instagram at Nicole Makes Plans, and you can find my blog at nicolemakesplans.com. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.